Welcome to this Mastery Empowerment course from New Earth One Network. This is designed exclusively for your higher self connection and embodiment. I want to have you talk a little bit about the 222, Judy. This is a very powerful year of transformation. It's the divine feminine codes of intuition, compassion, creativity. And on January 22nd, 2002, 122, 2022, at midnight, Thich Nhat Hanh made his transition.
Yes.
That just made me smile in a way when I saw that.
What a beautiful, beautiful being. You know, what I will share with this is we're stepping into awakening our intuition in a way that up till now we haven't. And we're also connecting to master gifts that we have as masters, whether we are the new children here to lead us into the seventh golden crystal and age of wisdom and peace, or whether we are the ascended masters. We are part of the 20% here to lead the way. And it doesn't really matter what part we're playing. What does matter is the 2222 energy is about you being in alignment and in balance with the mystical marriage, which is you're not separate in your male and female. You're back into the androgynous oneness of the yin and the yang in balance. And that's what that's about. You've come home to the merging of you, and you're not in separation. You're in oneness. And so our intuition and our gifts are expanding on master levels way beyond where we've been. And there again, if you choose to make the choice to live in grace and experience it by trusting in the integrity of your own soul and not stepping into fear, then you will step into these parts of you that are mystical and magical that you were very used to experiencing all the time. That in a human body in third, that was not our goal. That was not where we needed to be at the time. We needed to shift the planet from third to fourth, and we did that. So keep in mind, as Loren mentioned in the very beginning, when I was going through that, being pushed to feel like I was reclining, I knew that I was one being. And as one being of all of Earth, every single being in every single form was receiving that same energy. So just remember that anything that you accept for you, you're accepting for all of life through infinity.
Thank you. So in the activation,
Yes.
You've got 2 crystals. Tell us about the crystals, and then we can do that activation.
Okay. These crystals are absolutely, it was perfect divine timing, because I had to laugh, the lady that I get my stones from, because I was feeling Adama, and I was feeling this feeling, a little bit of this heart expansion with colors in December. And then I had to laugh when I saw there was a stone called the, Hollow Earth stone. And there were 2 of them. And one of them I was able to get, the other wasn't available. So I realized that's the only one I really needed to touch. And then 4 weeks later, about 2 weeks ago, there was another hollow earth stone that was presented. And I had to laugh at the timing, because here we were, as this was the same time when I was listening to Lowell Johnson. And it was like another message saying, okay, now's the time to tap into these beautiful stones. So the black tourmaline it's got the most beautiful colors. And the black tourmaline really is a storyteller. And it started telling me to always remember that our stories are parts of us. And we're all storytellers because we all created our own script. And so we're original storytellers. So the beautiful black tourmaline is a storyteller, and it will help you to create a new story where you don't have the confines of a beginning and an ending. You already cleared and released the script that you wrote for this life 20 years ago. You have no obligations to anybody for any reason anymore. You're done. And so this stone, this beautiful black tourmaline, is also a purifying stone. It helps you transmute the old energy and open fully to the new energy, which is that not what we're here to do. That's what we've been going through the last 2 or 3 months, is clearing all the old energy. So this black tourmaline will help you do that. And there again, it's got the beautiful black tones. It's also got the tan, very beautiful, almost white copper tones. And it's shaped like a teardrop, which I found that beautiful because it reminds me that it gives us an opportunity to release any tears that we're now ready to let go of. That for many of us, crying and allowing ourselves to release our tears has not been acceptable because we think that somehow we have to be strong. And being strong in truth means you feel all of your feelings, because we came here to tactfully experience life. So if it helps you to bring tears forth, then that means that you're having an opportunity to clear the deepest pains that you took in, especially as a child, where we were taught, for those of us that grew up in the 50s and 60s and even the 40s, that children were to be seen and not heard. And that what you felt didn't matter. All that mattered was how you looked. That was the focal point at that time. And many, many years later, we've just now, especially with the new children, and they're so aware, they're reminding us that we need to listen to the children because they're here to usher us into the 7th golden crystalline age of wisdom and peace. So as this black tourmaline will give you the opportunity to release the old energy in every way, shape, and form, it's also giving you the opportunity to release all of the old trapped emotions that you may not even release or realize that you need to release. So that is the one tourmaline that I have right now under my left breast. And the other one is called Vivinite. And this one is brittle. If I hold it in my hands, then I have all these pieces from it. And it feels like, almost like the porousness of a volcanic rock. And Vivinite is only found in Bolivia. And it unlocks your heart, which is what we need right now. And it relights your own self-love. And all of us came here, our mission is to love ourselves more in this life than we've loved ourselves in any life. And we've gone through, and we went through this with Loren about a year ago in a master class, is the guides came in and said, Judy, you all came in loving yourself only 4%. And 95 to 96% of your energy in third dimension was about pain, suffering, and fear. So they said, we want you to know that as of now, you're now loving yourself 79%. You've reached the tipping point. And now for the first time in your life, because you're loving yourselves more than 51%, you can now heal in ways you couldn't before. So the Vivinite is going to help you to heal in ways that you couldn't heal before. And it has the most beautiful black stone in the very top of it. It looks like a wand. And in the very bottom of it. And then the red is this red crusty earth that's on top of this stone. And so it assists you to be comfortable in your own skin. And for most of us, from the time we've been little kids, we have not been comfortable in our own skin. We have not been and have not felt home in our own families because we're not. We came in specifically to be leaders here to lead the way. And 90% for many, many years now, 80% of the energy of the followers, that's the younger souls and the baby souls, our light irritates them. So we're just now, this last 10 or 12 years, stepping into being connected to fellow ascended masters and fellow new children, those of us here to lead the way. Now we're 20%. And that is so exciting. And my guides are right now saying, and we're getting ready to step into 30% that are going to wake up. It's the first time I've gotten that message. So that means we're doing our jobs beautifully. So this also enhances your visions and connects you to your ancient worlds while you are tuning within. So as you start tuning within, whenever something's going on that you're not quite at peace with, take a moment and tune into your heart and laugh. And laughter always brings you back to center. So these two stones are going to help you from this point on, from Hollow Earth, because they carry that energy. And they carry the energy of inner earth, the flame light that moves through millions of miles of crystal networks. And this flame aligns with your own flame of light. And you may not know this, but at the base of your throat, that little hollow space is your connecting point to your sacred heart. That's where your Akashic records are kept. That's also where your flame of life is. That's you as an aspect of divinity. And your flame of light sits on an altar. And if their flame of light is high, it means your energy is high. If your flame of light is low, it means your energy is low. So you can always connect to your higher self and tell your higher self, please adjust my flame of light to be exactly the right flame for me at this time. So that's part of what this beautiful black tourmaline and this beautiful Vivinite will help you do, is to be the very best that you can be in your master self. And is that not an amazing thing to experience? I'm also going to connect and download my lavender pink Andara. And like I said, it's been in my heart for a long, long time. And I'm also going to download Max, the crystal skull, so that you have an opportunity to reacquaint with Max and all 13 of the crystal skulls, not just Max. So that's the stone energy that we're sharing today. So I want to take a moment, and I want each of you to very lovingly take your hand and just touch the little hollow space at the base of your throat. And I ask for the 4 elders to come forth, and the elder Andaras, which are really, really big, big Andara stones. And Adama's right here. And Adama is now taking his hand, his right hand, his middle finger and his pointer finger, and he's putting them right on that hollow space at the base of your throat. And he's connecting everybody into the one frequency. So take a moment and feel Adama connecting to you into the law of one, the council of one. And now I'm seeing both of the hollower stones. And Adama has the black tourmaline in his left hand and the Vivinite in his right hand. And he's holding them up. And they are literally dissolving into a billion stars. And I'm seeing those stars entering every single one of us in through that hollow space at the base of our throat. And it's going clockwise around all of our bodies. Big loops all around us as these hollow earth stones are totally bringing us back into our center. And in the core of our center, I see the Andara crystal, the lavender pink Andara. It's right in the middle of the other two hollower stones. It's in our heart, and it's opening a new doorway. And the crystal Andara's energy is like a whirlpool. It goes inward, not outward. And so this portal that's opening inside each of our sacred hearts at the base of our throat is taking us inward to where we are now ready to go. And it's an individual point for each of us. And I'm seeing when that point has been reached for each of us, there's a beautiful multi-dimensional star that is a 12-pointed star that is right now being put in that base of our throat. And that 12-pointed star is going to take us into 12 different levels. It's going to take us one level at a time over the next 2 to 3 years. So the Andara is very, very clear about how it's taking us on our inward journey of our master, of self, of oneness. And now I'm seeing the crystal skull Max, all 13, 12 of them in a circle and Max in the center, like the spokes of a wheel. And I'm seeing that is overlighting us. And all of us are inside that circle of all 13 of the skulls as Max is overlighting each one of us. And all 12 of those skulls are now going counterclockwise into Max. And now you are now into the energy of all 13 of the crystal skulls. And Max is going around and around all 13 skulls as one. We are each now the crystal skulls. And the loops are going huge and huge and huge through infinity as we're now connecting to all and everything of who we are in the way that we're most ready for. So the Andara is taking us inward, and the crystal skulls are taking us outward. And that's the yin and the yang of oneness and bringing us to the center. And so now we have an opportunity to be infused with our own hidden ancient knowledge, tablets and ancient writings that brings us up to date as a star beings, as we are streaming on our pillars of light. And these pillars of light are beautiful platforms that we're each now taking in those beautiful galactic codes that they showed me earlier this morning. And all of those different symbols, colors, tones, frequencies are now going into each one of us. And they're making sounds as they're going in. And I'm hearing all these different high-toned sounds as that's all being downloaded. One by one, we are each finishing. And as we are connecting to all of those sacred codes, I'm hearing a warm sound, which includes all sound of who we are, is now integrating. And I see all these different colors of Andaras, like beautiful sparkles, are sparkling all in this beautiful infusion of light that we are taking in. And as we each stand as our own Andara crystal being, full of all the colors of all the Andaras, we are connecting to the very core of our own power. And in front of us are the four elders, our beautiful Telosian, Lemurian master selves, represented as the four elders. And they each have a huge Andara of all the colors of the Andaras in the four directions. And so now we're all facing north. And I see us as Andara beings. And I see the Andara being is lighting up as we're all lighting up, as the information is being transferred from Andara to Andara. And the north is giving us its own unique energy. And that elder is toning. So I'm going to give you the way it sounds to me. As we accept the north gift. Now we are facing east. And there is another elder with another huge, large Andara. And I see that this Andara carries all the codes and coding of the Andaras. And now I'm hearing that east one. There again, it sounds like multiple tones. So here we go. Yeah, oh, ha, ha, oh, ha, ha, oh. As each of those encodings, like musical notes, are playing a symphony just for us and unlocking the key to the codes for us in this moment. Now we are facing south. And I see this amazing third elder showing me a key. And the key opens the libraries of our own soul. And I'm seeing all this knowledge inside this third huge Andara being. And I'm seeing all of these words and pictures and symbols, all of things of expression, of wisdom. And I'm seeing those words are going into each of our sacred hearts, that connecting point at the base of our throat. And as each word is touching us, it's dissolving as we're each touching and being touched by the libraries of our own souls. And now I'm hearing whoosh, 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 as each of those words are touching us and each of those meanings are melting into us. And now I see us each facing the west. And I'm seeing this beautiful fourth elder in all the colors of gold. And I'm seeing the Andara full of all of the golden wisdom of creation. And I'm seeing that that wisdom is swirling in our minds, our sacred minds, connecting to our sacred hearts as we're in the heart of wisdom. And all the wisdom of who we are that we're ready to tap into is now being activated. And as that is happening, I'm seeing each of us is sparkling in all the colors of gold. And we are just amazingly beautiful. We look like stardust, all the metallic colors fully lit in light. And now we stand in the center, and the north and the east and the south and the west are now in us. And now we were in the center of all that is as the dot, the point of creation. And now we are going to call forth. So we take our next step. We're going to call in. Now we're receiving a small dose, each of us, of the Ethereum creator love particles that Andaras are found in. And we're each receiving a download. And we will be receiving this for the next 2 to 3 years of the black, the red, the white, gold, and the tan pink, as we're each ready for it. And the doses we're ready for to help us step into the fullness of our Andara self. And as we're each receiving these love particles through love, ease, grace, and joy in the most benevolent way that is aligned with our sacred heart and our I am presence, we each say out loud or in your heart, Eliom, 3 times. Eliom. Eliom. That is us aligning with our universal alignment of all of universes, omniverses. Eliom. And now, Elioma for earth alignment. We say it 3 times. Elioma. 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 As I see each of us now as the earth, a golden earth with a heart of gold, shimmering and sparkling in joy. And we are magnificently sparkling. And now the last alignment is with the sun. So this is Eliom Ra. So here we go. Eliom Ra. Eliom Ra. Eliom Ra. For alignment to our internal sun of all suns, of the great central suns of the heart of Creator. And as we feel and glow in the illuminance of our own sun self, we are home in every way, shape, and form. And now each of us, as a gift from Nikos, the head librarian of the Library Pathologos, is now putting a new Andara crystal heart inside each of our creator hearts to guide us from this point on for the next 2 to 3 years and for the rest of our life to live the highest vibrational experience of our soul and our greatest potential for this life in whatever way, shape, and form we're being guided. And in our new bodies, our master immortal bodies. We are celebrating every single part and particle of us as we thank our old bodies for bringing us to this moment. And our old bodies are disintegrating as our new bodies are taking form in whatever way honors us. And so I thank these beautiful stones for helping us as we take in all of the wisdom of the 13 crystal skulls as us, as we take in all the wisdom of us as the lavender pink Andara and the total Andara energy, as we take in and remember our Lemurian selves, our Andarian selves as the high priest and priestesses of Lemuria, and our Telosian selves, and all the other parts of us that have brought us to this moment. And we are home. And so in this moment, may we take our energy and go from the crown of our head, the sun energy, as our crowns are fully illumined light, and run that energy down through our bodies, down the meridians, down our legs, all the way into the heart, our heart as Mother Earth, as Gaia. And as we swirl ourselves, hugging our own center of our own Earth self, we send that love back up through our bodies, through the meridians of our feet, up through our whole bodies and out the crown of our head. And it swirls clockwise and counterclockwise around us as we are in the one. Comes back down through our bodies, out through our feet, all the way down to the heart of the earth as we connect to the heart of the great central sun, the heart of Creator. And then that heart sends back love up through the bottom of our feet, up through the whole of our bodies, out through the crown of our heads, as we carry the beautiful Creator Sun illumined in our crown. And now that energy goes back for a third time, all the way down the meridians, out our feet, to the heart of all that is. And as we step and connect to the heart of all that is, we acknowledge that we are all and everything in oneness through love. And that energy goes in up to the crown of our head. And now it goes in through every part of our bodies. And we are now our pure divine self. And we are home. And so it is. Beloved, we are. Mickey Mouse is here. We go. And he has Minnie with him. They are dancing in a circle. They are becoming one being. And now they're becoming one laugh. And they're saying that if we are in a funk, if we are feeling low, if we are feeling separate, remember Mickey and Minnie Mouse twirling in delight. And they're going to twirl in delight in the side of our heart as they bring us the giggle of joy. And Mickey said, Minnie has her laugh. He has his laugh. And the two are mingling. And now they sound like when they're on helium balloons. And you have that very, very high-pitched little kid sound. And that will make you laugh. And it is our gift to the innocence that Mark Twain spoke about. And Sojourner, truth talked about you touching the truth of you. May you feel it through the joy of life. And that is our gift to the innocence of you. Okay, here's Bugs Bunny. Hey, what's up, Doc? I bring you a carrot because you need nourishment. And I'm filling you with the beautiful orange color of carrot energy. And I'm bringing all the nutrients of all of creation to fill your whole body with the perfect nutrients for everything that you've experienced today. And may you remember my big feet and my big ears and how I can hop anywhere. But I choose to always take my carrot with me. So may you feel the carrot of gold and the colors of nutrients that from this point on are a gift from me to you to nourish your new bodies in the perfect nutrients of life. And I, Bugs Bunny, deliver it with a thump from my feet and my big ears and a what's up, Doc? So you feel every part of you being nurtured through love. And we are done. Wow.
Eli Om.
I want to thank, first of all, Loren, because without you, this is not possible. And second of all, I want to thank every single one of you that listened to your heart, whether you're on the call today, whether you're on the replay, or whether you got it through Sacred Tourmaline, it doesn't matter. We are offering all of today to the I am presence of all souls in every way, shape, and form. And may all be experienced through love, ease, grace, and joy in the most benevolent way, or something even better. And may we all remember the oneness. And
Beautiful.
trees are all around us giving us their hugs. Feel the tree hugs. They're taking you home. That was a gift from Mikos. And Adama is standing as particles of light. And he says, in this moment forth, you are particles of light. You're in your light bodies. You're home. Wow.
Wow, Judy, Cali, thank you so much. You elevate us to our home space. We can feel our light bodies. Thank you. Exquisite is the word.
Yes, perfect word. We are exquisite.
In the next 2 to 3 years, we will be downloading the stone.
Yep. And our new Andaras that were put in our heart are for the rest of our life. Wow. I am so grateful that we all brought each other to this point because you helped create. Because when I do these things, I call on the I am presence of all those that Loren and I are here to connect to, and all the sacred hearts that are here to connect to us, and the perfect contacts and connections are made to create the perfect topic for this particular group of people. So each of you have contributed to this particular call today. We couldn't have.
Yes. It's just so wonderful to hear 30% will be awakening. Judy, when we started, it was the 1%, and then it was 10%, and then 20, we were like, yay.
Yes, the last 2
And
years
30,
are.
wow. Exponential. It's exponential now.
Everybody is responsible for a piece of that.
Yes.
Not have been done without you. And I teasingly say this, but I mean it from my heart. If you're still breathing, you're still needed. It sounds rudimentary, but it's the truth. If you're still breathing, you're still needed. Don't doubt that for a minute.
We love that.
Yes. And I suggest each of you take it easy if you can today.
Oh,
And
yes. Or go roll in the mud.
yes, because my throat's encoded with a special dispensation of light as a healer, and that light goes in to every single being that's listening on the call or the replay, and it goes to where you need it to go to release. And so it can make you sleepier, it can make you feel like you're more dehydrated because it's taking you home back into your oneness. And that light goes into all the particles of you that are ready to be released. And that's numerous for each being. So sometimes when I'm doing sessions, just so you know, I don't make money or time more important than the person. You and I've agreed before we were ever born as ascended masters who have mentored each other, or as new children who've mentored each other. We've agreed to come together and share with each other, whether it's on the calls, whether it's in a session, whether it's in seeing the name, seeing the words. It doesn't matter. The messages are encoded, and each of us encoded our own messages. So I ask each of you to give yourself a big hug for bringing you to today.
Yes. I hope that you can see the smiles on everyone's face, Judy.
I can see Minnie and Mickey right inside my heart as they're whirling and they're jitterbugging. It's so cute with their little feet going a mile a minute. Ah, and I can see Bugs's ears and I'm hearing them say, "What's up, Doc?" And I'm seeing the carrot. So it's just beautiful that they're sharing. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yes. Judy, we love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we love every heart who has joined live here with us or even in the replay. So grateful for you, Judy, and grateful for everyone,
And
every
you.
heart who is here. Thank you. We are complete.
Yes.
Thank you, Judy.
May you giggle today in complete joy and sleep as deeply as possible and feel all the nourishment as a gift from Bugs and the delight of joy from Mickey and Minnie. How wonderful is that?
Beautiful.
Hmm.
All right, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.